Hello, everyone. Welcome to another virtual STEAM topic on eSports. What exactly is eSports? And as you can see from here, it says here it's a form of competition using video games. Esports often takes the form of organized multiplayer video game competitions, particularly between professional players, individually or as teams. Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with this, right? Some of the most popular esports games include League of Legends, Counter Strike, Global Offensive, Overwatch, Dota 2, and Call of Duty. Now, I would be interested really in knowing uh, some of the common video games that you play together. Now, and why is that important now? The plan is for our last day and culminating activity to be as much fun as possible. So, let's have a survey first. Now, you can now use the chat in our Google Meet to write down or type down some of the common video games that you are interested in playing against your other classmates. So that would be interesting to see, right? So I'll give you some minutes to do that. And then just a heads up for our last day, we'll have a short activity on this theme of beating, just like the science of beating. So hopefully you still have in your Ziploc bags. Remember, you have that one Ziploc bags where you have the beads. Okay, so we'll play around with this one on our last day, and I call that the steam of beating. And then we'll have the esports video game playoff challenge. It will depend on what you decide later on, right? So the game, and of course, as always, when you get back to Flipgrid, it's some sort of a reflection. I just want you to just say how was the virtual STEAM class program this months of July and August? How was it? Was it fun? Was it engaging? So, what did you like best? And what you hope would still be taken up in future summer STEAM classes? So, your suggestions count a lot. Okay, so that's the thing for our last day. But for today, let us all go behind the scenes. Like, let's recreate the characters in those video games. Now, if you notice, the characters in the video games that you're playing, when they are zoomed in, are actually in pixel format, like small blocks, right? That's why coding is very important in the creation of all those video games. So, how should we go about this one? So, it says here, and I think this is now available in Flipgrid as well. So in Flipgrid, so here let me just call on my focus here. Okay, so here this is now in Flipgrid. It says here, create your own DIY, do-it-yourself sports theme, adventure-based pixel art image, or if you're comfortable, feel free to do it via Minecraft. And I have here an exemplar. You can click on this, right? So if I click on this, let's see what comes up.
Avast, my hearties, and welcome to Pirate Cove, part of the Make and Model eSports series. The Make a Model series allows students to challenge each other in a series of classic build battles, utilising the creative functions of Minecraft to the full, and allowing children to stretch their imaginations and to build in a fun but time-pressured, competitive-based environment. Let's take a look around the Pirate Cove Arena. Below us is the spawn area, split into the two team colours, yellow and green. In the bay, there are two amazing pirate ships. Each one has a build platform in the team's colours. The rest of the island is fully explorable and made up of typical pirate themes, like a giant skull, a cannon, and a mighty chest of gold. As you can see, the island has a small pirate population, and each one can tell you a little bit more about the game we're about to play. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to dive straight in. But remember, you can check them out in the playbook or open the map and discover what they have to say for yourself. So, let's set up and start a game. First, we need a theme and...
So there you go, people. If you're comfortable with Minecraft, you can make and model the characters in a certain game or in a certain world or environment, right? But of course, nothing as grand as that. If you want it via Minecraft, if you're comfortable with Minecraft, I give permission for you to do that. But for purposes of really learning how to do pixel art imaging or modeling, I would want you to just explore what you have in Google Classroom. So if I go to Google Classroom, again, you can see this, student copy pixel art create. So what is that? So you would have something like this now, people, okay? So you can see different colors here that you can just copy. Copying is easy. You can just drag it to the right, to the left. It depends on how many of the same color block would you be needing to create your own esports related theme art or image. So what can be some suggestions? So if I can go back to my slides here, and I think I previewed this once before we do last meeting. So you can think about some of the things that can represent a certain sport. Let's say this one, this shuttle. This is for badminton, right? Or this is soccer, right? And if you try and think about this sports event, it is swimming. You kind of see the arms moving through the water, right? And just replicate this if you want. It's really easy to just Google on information now, but then it would be nice if you have something like this where you can count, really the squares, okay? And that's something that you can do now in this one, okay? So let's say, oh, I'm interested in having this, so you could just when you say Control C, it would just place it here, right? Or maybe again you need more of this, right? So maybe you could just move this around. You want to remove it, you can just say Control X and then maybe place it here, right? And then this one, we don't want it there, Control X. Then you can move it here, Control V. So really a combination now of Control C when you want to copy, Control V when you want to move, Control X when you want to cut it, right? So maybe I could place it here. So this is now the thing that you're going to play around with so that I get to see an image. So the expectation is you do this and record your movements in a Flipgrid. You can do a screen record and then give me a final look of the project, right? And it's all right. Let's say if you go to the internet and maybe there's something that interested you, you can just um, have that. Let's say the Olympic logo here is very easy to do. So you could just see how many squares you have here, right? So it's something that you can do considering the limitation of our time together. We only meet what 1.5 hours every Saturday, right? So this is something that you can copy, or then this one, basketball. So you decide, okay? So I hope you're going to have fun with this. And it says here, okay, you use the pixel art sheet in Google Classroom to create your image, and then use the Flipgrid to show and tell about the pixel you created. Record the screen, and share an image, share your experience. Okay, I think this is about it. I hope you enjoy uh, our pixel art activity today. And this is in preparation for doing the eSports challenge on our last day. Okay, people, that's it. I give you time now to explore what you can see in Google Classroom, this one, and start working on it. And as always, if we get booted out, don't forget to go back to Google Classroom, and I'll share again the link so that we can meet up, and maybe I get to see all your wonderful creations today. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks, people. Ciao for now.